Electricity prices rising in January.
Electricity prices will rise by nearly 24% for households, 29% for small businesses.
Tonight, one of Oregon's main electricity providers is asking to increase rate nearly $30 a month.
Well, gas prices reaching an all-time high. Now PG&E wants to raise rates 22%.
Well, you've surely noticed, because we all have, how much more it costs to keep your home warm and to keep your lights on.
And recently, one of our utility companies said that there may be rolling blackouts this winter.
If you have a power bill like me, then you may be feeling the pressure too. With the cost of almost everything rising, it seems like there's no way to avoid having to give up all my money every single month. But I'm sick of that, so I decided to do something about it. In this video, I'm taking my first step towards cutting ties with the gas man. My goal is to be able to cook all my food from here on out using only the power of the sun and no other fuel. Since I have a gas stove in my house, this seemed like a good place to start. I'm gonna need a few things to make this happen, and to be honest, I was so surprised at how little it costs to get this all together, considering my power bill is sometimes upwards of $400 a month, and I use less than the national average in my country. The easiest and most convenient way for me to accomplish my goal today is to get a portable power station and solar panel and a small stove that I can use to cook my food. I don't use the oven too much, so this is going to work just fine for me. There are a lot of companies that make these portable power stations, and it was a perfect time to do this because All Like offered to send me this setup to try out for this video. You can use the links in the description to get a deal on the solar kit and help support my channel at the same time, which I do appreciate. First, I had to unbox and look everything over. The portable power station is about 1 kilowatt hour, reasonable amount of power, and solar panel is about 100 watts, which isn't too bad. It included all the wiring you need. It had plenty of outlets, looked really nice with the metal case. The display was easy to read, all that good stuff seemed like the real deal. I'll be looking forward to seeing how well this all works though. The solar panel is a folding design button together. It also has a nice zipper pocket, keeping all the wires contained and stored. It includes extension wires, which is really nice. I tested out opening and set it up for the first time on camera, embarrassingly, so you could see the ease of use on first try. I had a little bit of trouble getting all the panels aligned, so if you're using a foldable panel, keep that in mind. It will affect how well these work in the sun depending on the angle and how well you're setting them up. Once I had it somewhat in a good spot, I hooked it to the power station and let it do its thing for a little while, see if I can get enough power to cook myself some food. I know I could have probably had a better angle and everything for better wattage out of the solar panel, but for this test, I think this is going to be good enough for what I'm working with. After a few hours, it was now time to test out the power station with my stove. Picked up the super convenient stove that you can adjust the wattage down to 200 watts if needed. Stoves can pull a lot of power, so I'll be able to see what this power station can handle and if it has overload protection. Which it did have overload protection right around 1,000 watts. It worked great. I reset it and started cooking. I like to eat fresh food as much as possible. It's cheaper, more healthy, all natural, non-processed foods are good for your body. I chopped up some potatoes grown locally about 30 minutes from where I live, along with some onions from the supermarket. I'm using cast iron pan. Now it's hot enough. I throw in some butter to get it started. This meal is really easy to do though. It's fairly healthy and you can add a lot of different things to this. I like to add mushrooms often, might throw in some steak, chop up some garlic if I have more time. Using a lid helps to get the potatoes to cook quicker. It saves you some time. You can also chop them up thinner or boil them a little bit at first. Gives them a nice softer texture, crispy outside. I had a little bit of seasoning here, salt and pepper mixed in well, nothing crazy. The butter had salt, so I didn't add much. After a little bit longer, it's going to be ready for the final step. Push everything to the sides and throw in a little bit of butter, then crack in the egg. I'm gonna scramble this one, but you can cook it however you want. It looks really nice with a couple eggs over easy with some toast on the side. Pretty nice little meal. Turns out I only needed 200 watts of power for most of the duration of cooking. I thought I was gonna need a lot more. I feel like I could cook about maybe 10 to 20 times on this before it runs out of power for this type of meal. I'll call this mission success. So if you've been feeling the pressure and stress from the rising cost of living, I hope this video inspired you and helped to motivate you towards a more hopeful future. I officially will be cooking using the sun from now on, and I have to admit, it feels really, really good to do this. And this little experiment means more than just making my breakfast. It's about no one ever being able to control how I feed myself and how much it's gonna cost. On my channel, I focus on all kinds of solutions like this and hope you'll consider subscribing using the subscribe button and clicking the bell icon to stay updated on new videos. Special thanks to All-Like for sending me their solar kit. Help me be able to make this video for you. They have all kinds of solar power stuff, small and large. They have lithium ion, lithium iron phosphate batteries. Check out the links in the description and comments if you want to get a deal on this stuff. Help support my channel at the same time.